Hello and welcome to Stocks Advisor channel. Here at our channel we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. Today we will talk about Delta Airlines, traded at New York Stock Exchange, ticker name DAL. Well, Delta Airlines is actually showing very interesting behavior because today it finished its action with kind of a doji candle after a very big white candle of previous trading session. And now the question is what it is. Is it really like an evening star, similar to what we observed 8th of June, or maybe in a bigger scale, but also that we observed 8th of August, this way confirming actually the downtrend channel that can be formed then, or is it really a beginning of the new trend? So is it really this channel star, so meaning that tomorrow will be correction downwards, or what it is? Because also we observed like today was a magic cross up, meaning that moving average 20 crossed moving average 50 from the bottom upwards, and this creates a lot of questions actually. What's the future of the stock, where it's going, and actually how can we treat this sign? Is it really a bearish sign in this case, or is it a bullish sign? So well, to understand this, let's have a look to general situation. First of all, we need to say that after the COVID very depth, which was observed about 16-17 of March, all stocks, big stocks, especially in market, big companies, show two types of behavior. Once they recovered completely and then continued further growth. Others stuck on pre-COVID, actually below pre-COVID condition, below pre-COVID levels. The same is true also for Delta Airlines. And the reason those companies stuck below, because they were really affected, so their businesses were affected by the COVID and all quarantine measures. And of course, Delta Airlines is obviously one of those companies because their business is strictly connected to people movement, transportation, and since there is a quarantine, of course, business goes down. And that's why the stock didn't really fully recover, but it was actually going with waves, and then moving average 20, which is this green line here. By the way, we have three moving averages depicted. On the left you see their legends. So moving average 20 here worked as a top resist, so like top channel for trading. Sometimes it was pierced through. For example, we had the 27th of April, then again correction downwards, again being down. Then a huge spring has loaded in the middle of May that worked really like a big wave up, but then it was neglected. And then moving average 20 worked once as actually the support line here. And by the way, 8th of June we had another moving magic cross up here, but then it worked really like end of the trend. So it was delayed magic cross up, which is not speaking about beginning of uptrend, but about end of uptrend. And then actually it went down at 8th of June and then continued further. The correction slowly again went below moving average 20 and continued that way. And then about 20th of July, it showed magic cross down, where moving average 20 hits from the top, moving average 50, and the trading continued. So now what happened? We're starting from beginning of August, we saw another upwards wave, which is not really like a change of the trend, but it's just volatility declines with volatilities. And it is similar to action that we saw actually from beginning of May, like a bigger action like here, then correction, and now we're seeing another action which is smaller amplitude, and then correction. And now what we see is another small action. So the question is, will we tomorrow immediately have a correction, or this leg will a little bit continue? Both are possible. In general, if trading will open from below of today's closure, it will mean that most probably today candle, today doji works as a evening star, as it was, for example, 8th of June and also 10th of August. And then indeed we will see decline. And then this red line, which is like trend line, let's call it TR line, the upwards trend line or channel line, it will work actually indeed as a channel. Or else is possible, of course, that we will pierce or open higher, and indeed we will follow an upwards candle here, some whitish candle, or it could be like a candle, like a shooting star with a very small body, and then actually with a very long upwards shadow. This is also possible, and then the question is still how far it will go. Obviously, here are two levels of resist, which is the upper resist is the previous top of 8th of June, and also another intermediate resist line is this one. Both might work as resist. In both cases, it doesn't really matter because overall, most probably we will have in both cases immediately going down or having this piercing and down. Still, another down general movement should be observed, and only then we can actually say about interesting entry points. Because once this is happening and we are reaching the levels of after COVID support, so actually of these levels, then we can say about very nice buying opportunities. Speaking of this would be one line, and then this would be actually another good entry point here. The reason it's indeed like that, because if you're already in position, maybe it's wise to wait until tomorrow the stock will decide itself. But entering immediately tomorrow would be a little bit casino style, because most probably we will have some strict action either upwards or downwards here, but only then correction will take place. And after the correction takes place, actually this blue box 1 will be nice area to buy one, and then actually the second blue box will show the second buy area. After this correction, we will then actually have another movement up. In general, we need to understand that this stock, as many other airline companies, is strictly related to the COVID development, the quarantine measures development, and until that, it will be really volatile with channels. So with this TR line, red channel, and this green line, let's call it another trend trade TR2 line, let's call it trade channel, another one. So in these two trading channels, it will be volatiling, and then slowly volatiling, maybe piercing down a little bit also to second box, blue box. And once we hear that we have vaccine measurements are lifting, or quarantine measurements are lifting, or actually the pandemic situation is improving, then of course all airline stocks will shoot up incredibly. This is no secret. People are preparing. Actually, those who have a lot of funds, they're slowly entering, buying lows and waiting, because especially companies like that with multi-billion market capacity, they can of course easily survive this situation. And once business starts to recover, the bigger companies will grow faster, because it's like in any hunger, small guys die first, bigger ones survive, and then they take the market. So the reversal, the return is expected even to go above the pre-COVID situation, so PC line, after we have lifts of measures, and then it will go higher. But before that, if you are really like a short-term player, you need to catch the wave, and then you know that blue box 1 or 2 are good points to enter. So this is it for Delta Airlines. Overall, longer term, of course, let's say post-COVID term, it's very positive. Momentarily, you need to catch the wave. So good luck with it, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel.